Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Blu-ray of Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extra Terrestrial. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me for Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, E.T. the Extra Terrestrial is now available on 4K Blu-ray, and as far as the film itself goes, if you were a child of the 80s, this was part of it. This movie is just one of those iconic films. One of the best Spielberg has ever put out. You know, his earlier work also kind of has more of that 80s feel to it, obviously, but E.T. I think is one of those films that just embodies that whole time period. I think overall it's a beautifully made film, and it still really holds up today, of course, and just it's a pretty awesome movie, honestly. It's just one of those that I go back to a lot, and you know, I could really talk about this one all day, but you know, I was very happy that we were getting this on 4K, and I'm very happy to talk about picture quality and audio, so we're going to do that. But before we do that, let's do a quick unboxing. Alright, we have slipcover edition of E.T. the Extra Terrestrial, and it's got a nice little shine to it. Very pleasing. And then the back cover, with all that pertinent information. And we have the spine. And interior artwork's pretty much the same. We had some artwork on the discs. It's always appreciated, so looks good. Alright, now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. For the 4K picture quality of E.T., it supports a native 4K resolution as well as HDR10 as far as the grading goes. Now, overall, that this film has always kind of had a dreamlike feel to it. It's been well documented as such, and I'm very happy to say that the 4K edition retains that look to it. It has kind of like a slight haze about it, and it comes across very nicely with the 4K resolution. Now, as far as film grain goes, it's appropriate here. I didn't feel it was obtrusive or blotchy in any spots, so I think people that appreciate good film grain in their movies will be very happy here. For the HDR10, I think overall, color level is probably going to be the real strong winner here. Everything from the spaceships to light sources, you know, police cars, E.T. himself, and, you know, Elliot's red sweater, they all benefit here, and it gives you a nice little pop, but it's more of a natural pop, and I think it just really kind of stands out. Black levels, I would say, are not the strongest. They're not as deep as I would have expected here, but dark interiors, nighttime scenes really come across very well, and I think overall they have a good balance to them, but I would have liked it a little bit more deep in that area. Level of detail also gets a bump up. There's a nice significant bump in that department. Skin textures, clothing, all receive a nice little upgrade, and I think overall look very well done. Picture quality wise, E.T. is definitely a winner. For the audio presentation, the 4K of E.T. the Extra Terrestrial is given a DTS-X sound mix. And I think for the most part, it really brings out the overall just epic feel to the film. Now, a lot of this movie is basically John Williams' iconic score, and that really resounds through all the speakers, and it's clearer than I remember ever hearing it on any other format. It absolutely just makes great use of those speakers. Now, I will say that action scenes, dialogue, heavy moments are rendered really nicely. The center channel handles a lot of that fairly well. The front level speakers sound great. Mid-levels and rears, there's a lot of ambience and there's a lot of action sprinkled throughout. They're pretty consistent throughout the movie, and I think overall sound very well done. The height speakers are used mostly to accentuate. There's not a whole lot of discrete channel activity. There's maybe a few scenes I did notice it, but for the most part, going back to John Williams' score, it really just it helps all the other speakers along and makes everything, you know, move harmoniously throughout your soundstage, and I think you're going to be overall very pleased. The LFE is appropriate. It's not overly aggressive. There aren't a whole lot of those kind of scenes, but it does thump to life, and you know, it just gives you that extra oomph. Overall, the DTS:X soundtrack here is very strong, and it's a very immersive overall experience for E.T. For the picture quality of E.T. on 4K, I'm going to give this one an A-. I think the 4K resolution, it really stands out. The HDR10 does its job very nicely. A little bit work on the black levels I think would have really put this one over, but I think it's a significant bump over the standard Blu-ray. For the audio quality, I'm going to give this one a solid A. The presentation is great. It is a very grand soundtrack. It sounds fantastic. Everything from the score to the activity on screen, it really comes through clean and clear, and it sounds very nice. It's a very good overall audio presentation. So that is my review of E.T. the Extra Terrestrial on 4K. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to watch the 4K and what your thoughts were of the overall presentation. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.